Hey everyone, Joe here from Build, Grow, Scale. I'm a revenue optimization expert that help e-commerce stores build, grow, and scale their business. In this training, we're going to talk about how to turn your customers' frequently asked questions into actual sales. You ready? Let's get into it. All right, so when you're running ads on Facebook, if you have a Shopify store, chances are you get a lot of questions coming from your customers or potential customers through either phone calls, customer support phone calls, emails, reviews, live chats, or even just like comments that you get on your Facebook ads, right? A lot of questions people might have about your products or your service or your website. And chances are you're going to get a lot of overlaps and commonly asked questions either about your product, about your shipping service, about your delivery, about your return policy, or just anything related about your business. What you want to do is making sure not only answering these questions by replying to these emails and comments, but making sure you're utilizing all those data you're collecting and put them on your site, put them on your product page, put them on your shipping information page, put them on your return policy pages, and allow customers to get more clarity when they have questions about your product and your service. And a good example of this would be, analyzing the most commonly asked questions about your product. So, for example, if you're selling any nutritional products and people are often asked about allergies, about certain ingredients, if there's a one question that gets asked a lot, or a couple of them, make sure you understand that that's a common quote unquote uncertainty and doubt about your product. So the more you can convey clarity on what you're offering about your product on your sales page, the more likely people will convert. The higher chances people will convert when they come to your sales page. Keep in mind, we're doing all of this online, and in the offline world, when you go to a store, you're shopping for camping gears, you have some specific questions you want to ask the salesperson, they can answer it right in front of you. But in an online setting, when your customers are facing just a computer screen without anyone's help, a lot of questions can come up. And if you can't answer them by providing enough information on your sales page, you could lose that sale, right? So on a sales page, the more clarity is always better. The more clear with what you're offering, the higher chances people are going to convert when they come to your sales page. So that's how you turn frequently asked questions into actual sales on product pages. So that's number one, identifying the top commonly asked questions about your product and list them as prominent answers on your product page. And that, I guarantee you, will convert much, much better than you currently have right now. And one other thing is, just because you have information listed about certain information on your sales page doesn't always mean people will see it. A lot of times what happens is, I've seen a lot of store owners make the same mistake, is basically you list these important informations in a very like hidden spot. It could be a block of text and you have it in the third sentence, one little word or a couple little phrases is explaining important information. And when people start asking you all these questions, you're like, I put them on my website already, why aren't people seeing it? The reason of that is because you're not making these information prominent enough. And in web design, especially for e-commerce, there's one thing that we focus on a lot here at BGS, and that is visual hierarchy. What visual hierarchy means is, visually, when someone comes to your website, if they see like the larger thing, more prominent elements, whether it's being text or images, whatever it is, or a button, if it's large enough and captures attention, they will focus their visual hierarchy of focus on that element. So here's a good example I just drawn out from here. Take a look at these circles right here. You got the red, you got the green, you got two little gray dots. If I had to ask you what the order of importance would be for these circles, you probably say, well, the red is most important, and then it's green, and then the gray little ones, right? And that's because you make it more prominent, you make it bigger. So same thing when you have important information, commonly asked questions about certain products, features and benefits of what you're selling. If you have them larger, more prominent, easier to see, people won't likely to miss it, right? If they still miss it, maybe they don't read, and they're probably not going to be your customers anyway. So make sure when you're listing out all these commonly asked questions as your products and features, you're making it prominent so people can see it, right? Focus on that visual hierarchy. And lastly, a lot of people use commonly asked questions like FAQ, right? Commonly asked questions sections where you can, click on the open and show you the different questions people ask. What a lot of store owners do as quote unquote marketers is they create these mini sales pages disguised as a FAQ section. So they put out these questions that nobody really asks, and hopefully just through people reading that, it can become a little sales page selling from there. Don't do that. Make sure you're actually including questions people actually want to, answers about, right? Not making sure just don't use that section as a sales pitch section. Make sure you're putting information that people actually want to know about. Okay. So to recap, utilize your frequently asked questions, commonly asked questions through your reviews, through your phone calls from your customer support, through your emails that you get, through any customer service related questions, even through Facebook comments, your reviews, right? Look at these things, look at commonly asked questions. Think about how you can answer those questions through your sales page. So people don't have to ask these questions. They can just see it and get clarity on what you're offering. And two, make sure when you're listing out these features and benefits, these are prominent, right? Focus on the visual hierarchy, people can see it. And lastly, make sure you don't waste those FAQ sections if you have them on your product page. Make sure these are actual questions people are asking, not what you wish that what they're asking. All right. So I hope this training was helpful. If you find this training helpful, click a like, click a subscribe button. And this really helps out the channel. And if you have any questions, post a comment. If you want to know more about us, you want to know more about BGS, want to work with us, give us a call. We can book a free strategy session call with you and talk about where you are with your business and where you want to be. We can help you out from there. And go to workwithbgs.com. That's workwithbgs.com. And thank you for watching this video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.